Hey guys, did you prepare a presentation for Prof. Abulan's reporting today?
Of course, bro. I studied all the types of invasive species, especially flora.
Me too. I studied mostly about epigenetics. How about you, Vincent?
I studied them all, but I was really fascinated by anthropogenic effects on the plant.
I agree. It is really amazing and at the same time can also be scary due to its effects not only to the plant but also to the whole environment.
Hey, I think Prof. Abulan is about to turn on his camera. Good luck to us. I hope we can have a great presentation.
Good morning, class. Can you hear me?
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning,
Morning, sir.
sir. Yes, we can hear you, sir, loud and clear.
Okay, good. Before we get to our reporting, let me discuss the nitrogen cycle and sulfur cycle. This is important because it's related to the topics that I have assigned to you for your reporting. Clear?
Clear,
Clear,
Here,
sir.
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 The nitrogen cycle is the biogeochemical cycle by which nitrogen is changed over into various substance structures that circles and travels through both living and non-living things. The environment, soil, water, plants, creatures, and microorganisms. Sulfur cycle is the circulation of sulfur in different forms through nature. Sulfur happens in all living things as a part of certain amino acids. Sulfur moves between rocks, streams, and living frameworks. Such biogeochemical cycles are significant in geography since they influence numerous minerals. Flora plants are married to the nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen fixation is the process by which nitrogen in the atmosphere is converted into forms so the plants can absorb through the plant's roots. Nitrification is the two-step process in which the plants absorb ammonia. Ammonia is converted into nitrate. Nitrate is absorbed by the plants in the process. Then, nitrogen is produced. This organic nitrogen is transferred into animals' body when plants are eaten by animals. Assimilation is the process by which plants absorb nitrates from the soil. Plants use these forms of nitrogen to their roots and incorporate them into plants' protein and nucleic acids. The process of absorbing nitrates and ammonia into organic nitrogen is known as nitrogen assimilation. This organic nitrogen is transferred into animals' body when plants are eaten by animals. Ammonification is the process when an organism excretes waste or dies. The nitrogen in its tissues is in the form of organic nitrogen amino acids in DNA. The process was carried out by fungi and bacteria. Ammonia is also produced from volcanic eruptions and excretory products. Nitrification is the reduction of nitrates back into nitrogen gas. This process only occurs when there are little, no oxygen, such as deep in the soil near the water table. The role of plants in the sulfur cycle is that once sulfur is exposed to the air, it combines with oxygen and it becomes sulfate. Plants and microbes assimilate sulfate and convert it into organic forms. As animal consume plants, the sulfur is moved through the food chain and released when the organism die and decompose.
Flowers, plants, trees, and leaves. These are the things that makes the earth colorful. It adds beauty to the nature. But sometimes, these are also the cause of the fall of the ecosystem. Hi, my name is Latrell Andrei Cabanting, and for today, I'm going to expand what is an invasive species and what does it do to an ecosystem. Invasive species are not native to an ecosystem. From the word itself, these species invade different ecosystems through migrations, ocean currents, and due to human beings. It causes environmental, economic, and ecological damages. It is said that the organism itself is not harmful, but they only become harmful where they happen to be in. An invasive species can be a plant, fungus, fish, snake, insect, or even bacteria.
Good day, Prof. Abulan. Today, I'll be discussing about the anthropogenic effects. What is anthropogenic effect? Anthropogenic effects are one of the most critical issues on forest ecosystem. The existence of anthropogenic contaminants and environmental matrices such as air, soil, and water may result in harmful effects on the lives of everyone and can compromise segregation due to environmental changes. It is still an unresolved concern not only in developing countries but also in developing countries, whereas tropical forests have been exploited because of human activities. Anthropogenic activities that affect the environment. Humans are responsible for the environmental changes we are going through, hurting animals and plant species. First one is the industrialization. The world increases in population unexpectedly, which, along with an increase in living standards, led to the depletion of natural resources in the environment. The use of chemicals and fuel in factories resulted in increased air and water pollution and increased use of fossil fuels. Next one is the deforestation. Deforestation refers to the removal of trees that are lost for urbanization and other non-forest use. Due to deforestation, the homes of millions of species have devastated. The third one is burning of fossil fuels. Burning of fossil fuels such as coal, natural gas, and oil produces greenhouse gases in excessive amounts, making them the primary contributors to global warming and climate change. Activities like these have triggered climate change, soil erosion, and disrupted the ecosystem, which all of us should be concerned about.
Good day everyone. My name is Tyrone Gianan and today I'm here to talk about plant epigenetics. So what is plant epigenetics? It is a fundamental regulatory mechanism important for plant growth and development as well as plant response and adaptation to changing environmental conditions. Epigenetic changes alter the physical structure of DNA. One example of an epigenetic change is DNA methylation. There are three major epigenetic mechanisms: DNA methylation, histone modifications, and RNA-based mechanisms regulating gene silencing and activation. DNA methylation is a biological process by which methyl groups are added to the DNA molecule. Next, histone modifications. It is a covalent post-translational modification or PTM to histone proteins, which includes methylation, phosphorylation, acetylation, ubiquitination, and sumylation.